to get it back. And the way to get it back is to go back to the beginning. You know what I mean?
Now I got the flow. I'm about to pull up. He's peaceful colors. And I've been waiting so long. Now I gotta resurface. He ain't ready to stop. How the better we burn it. Cause I've been feeling cool time. I've been feeling cool time. Turn up.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. Hello, Postal family. We are going to start with some interesting news. But first, for new people, for people that have finally made a year with the post office, please look in the video description for things that can help you progress throughout your postal career, because I'm here to share information. So now let's start with some information. USPS reported a $56 billion net income for the fiscal 2022 year, ending a 15-year streak of annual net losses. Ha ha! Look this up for yourself on the Federal News Network. They ended it. Know what that means? That means all the people that talk about, oh, the post office going broke. We not the ones going broke, buzzing. You see me? But I want you guys to stick around because I'm going to break down this news clip, because I kept talking about this before. And now you get to see for yourself. Change is good. Again, it may not be necessarily good for you, or you feel like it's not good for you, but change is good. The organization as a whole is paying 700,000 people, keeping 700,000 workers employed throughout this country. So if you feel like, oh, well, they're treating me bad, they're not treating you, individual A, bad. They're looking out for the whole organization. It's not about me, it's about us. You see me? So let's go to this clip and see if we can break this down for you. Alright? Let go.
If you thought mail delivery was already a problem, it may become more of a concern come next year. The United States Postal Service wants to make changes.
And that could impact how soon you get your mail. News 8's Gabrielle Pfeiffer has more on the efforts being done to stop this from happening. All new tonight at 6.
USPS is planning to consolidate operations at several locations across the country, including right here in Kalamazoo. And local and state leaders say that the change comes as a surprise, that it's not a good idea.
I find this to be very inefficient.
A new plan from USPS is being called a threat by some local and state leaders. Carriers across 21 locations will report to this Oshtemo Township Center at the start and end of their day. They'll pick up the mail here to deliver to your home or business. It could affect carriers in Kalamazoo, Allegan, Van Buren, and St. Joseph counties.
The carrier themselves goes to their local delivery office, of which their route is frankly pretty close. It's going to be an added round trip.
For some, that could mean an hour-long commute every day.
You're going to be filling up twice a week just to go to work.
Leaders say it's going to hurt morale. USPS says the change is supposed to improve customer service and conditions for employees. This group thinks otherwise.
We need to get the local supporters to weigh in as well. So resolutions, letters, before this becomes in cement, before it becomes final, is very important.
If that plan is not shut down, it will take effect in June.
So, what do you think? What do you think? You think that about 3 months ago that I was gaslighting? I hope some of those people that yacked there and jumped in my inbox and cussed me out thought that I was going loco. But it's happening. It's happening, cuz. Happening. HTTP E-N-I-N-I-N. Happening. It's happening, cuz. I tried to told you. What's wrong with your English, Jay? I'm being animated. Bear with me, okay? Bear with me. All right? I got to break the normal structure that I usually have. So I have to be a little animated. Where was I? It's happening, cuz. I tried to told you. So what does this mean? What does this mean? This means exactly what I've said in some of my older videos. Some of those older videos where people got so vexed at me, they actually unsubscribed because they thought it's Jay's fault that the company's changing. Jay is just a worker just like you. I just do the same thing that you guys do. I come to work, I punch a clock, I go and do my job, I go home. That's what I do. Difference is I get on the internet and I find out what's going on with the company that's been paying my bills. I try to stay informed. And if I can stay informed and inform you, if you want to listen, great. If you don't want to listen, don't be left behind. Don't be shocked when things happen. I just had a live yesterday and I said, people thought that change could never happen when it came down to the Walmart. Remember that? When you used to just go to the line and there was somebody that was scanning your stuff, and now they only have like 2 or 3 people in the lines that scan your stuff. The rest of it is do it yourself. And they got 1 or 2 people standing there looking at you. Instead of helping you, you got to bag your own groceries. Yeah, that changes the change. The change is the change. Okay, change ain't always for the worse. Change is good. So when you got some people that are going to have to drive a little further to go get their mail and start their day, everybody sits there and says, well, that don't make no sense, man. It's going to hurt. You got a job. Those individuals said that he left and went to UPS. I applaud him. He said he was much happier. But do you think that UPS has a station in every single area? No. UPS has a central facility that they receive all of their goods, and then they have all the smaller vehicles that shoot out from there. The same concept happens with Amazon. They receive all their goods. They have smaller vehicles that shoots from out of that one location. See where I'm going with this? The same thing with FedEx. They have one central location that they get all their goods, and then they have all the smaller vehicles that shoot from out of there. But we don't want to see that change. Why? Because you're going to have to drive a little further? They said that all these new facilities, if they're going to break you up, you may have to drive a half hour longer. That's according to what the network is talking about. Now, the news said something different. Might have to drive an hour each way. Irrelevant. So if you start from point A and you have to drive an hour to start your route, it's not like you driving for free. You're driving at your pay rate. And then you're driving an hour back at your pay rate. So if you got an 8-hour route and you do your 8 hours, an hour extra each way of driving sounds like you're getting paid time and a half. Cup half full. Cup ain't half empty. Is it going to take more of your day? Yes. Do you have to stay? No. Nobody is holding anybody here hostage. Nobody. Because there are a lot of people waiting to get in. They are hiring more and more people to fill the voids. This is truth. Now, if I were me, which I am, I stay informed. Keep reading. Keep looking to see if these changes are going to be in your area. If they're going to be in your area, prepare yourself mentally. Is it going to hurt? No. Prepare yourself for change. It may mean you need to alter your life a little bit. But if altering your life a little bit now helps you fulfill your financial goals in the future, then go for it. Go for it. But if it doesn't fit what you desire, don't curse out the post office for them trying to do what they did. 56 billion net income, breaking a 15-year streak of loss. it seems as if something they're doing is right. Start small. Maybe there's a domino effect. Maybe it'll all trickle down to us one way or another. Who am I lying to? It ain't. But paying my bills. It's paying a couple of your bills too. I hope this information was informative and helpful to someone. This is JH. Let's get it.